the way almost. Both these ladies are, of course, also known on the PSA circuit. So we have some absolute top scores on our hands now.
I think they'll both be wanting to get a good start here and try and take an early lead.
Just now we were talking with Nick Matthew, Asia's coach, and he told her to keep calm despite what happens on court. There's going to be a lot of traffic because we have two tall girls on our hand. And there's bound to be some traffic, but she should not be influenced too much about all the lead strokes, situations and referee decisions about them. Just keep her head cool, play her game.
Yep, definitely. You know, we had this conversation earlier about how decisions can impact players, and I think that's really excellent advice from Nick Matthew, who's experienced it himself, obviously, having to deal with decisions that go your way, don't go your way, but keeping you cool and trying to just focus on the squash is key. So we will see how both of them do in that department today.
Oh, great fast bows there. Asia Harris. Who seems very focused to me, by the way.
Yeah, I think they've both had their eye on this match since they entered, probably. You know, seeds have gone correctly. Tory seeded 1, Asia 2.
Yes, that's true.
So when you're seeded to reach the final, you do always try and think ahead, even though you've got a long road to get there. But they've been successful, so.
I think Tory won the event last year, right?
I'm not sure about last year, but Tory won the British Junior Open earlier this year for the under-19s.
Yes, we were there.
At the British Junior Open, yes.
I think Asia told us when she was with us yesterday that this is her last chance this year, so she's probably 18.
Asia's still 17 at the moment, whereas Tory is 18, so depending where Asia is, she could be here next year.
I think she was talking about the British Junior Open. She can play it one more time in, I think it's January.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yes. Okay, we're back.
I did think that one clipped the top of the tin, so.
You did think or didn't?
Did.
You did think. Yeah, I thought so as well. Had a funny sound to it as well.
Yeah. It's quite helpful having that microphone on the court so we can hear it when it does clip the tin. Just touched out up there. Good pressure from Tory.
Was some on-court acrobatics there to avoid accidents.
It was a good attempt at clearance, but unfortunately still a stroke. Quite even in this first game, both of them taking some time to settle into it and find their line and targets.
I think I would have expected that as well.
Yeah. Nobody wants to really try and do anything special or crazy at this stage. You want to calm your nerves and just find your feet in the first game.
Unless you get the opportunity for a kill shot like that, you might as well take it.
Absolutely. But you don't want that to happen.
No, I think she wanted to reply there too quickly.
It's all about finding the right opportunity, like you said, isn't it?
Nice and powerful line there on the backhand side. Stays in Torrie's slipstream there. Long pauses in between serves. Towel breaks.
Both taking their time. We'll see if that starts to irritate any of them as we go through. Especially when one of them has more of a lead. It's a good decision. The ball was short.
No love given there. Probably has to do with the line.
Yeah.
It's a very popular explanation with the refs. The line.
You have to reward the player that's almost sent their opponent off the line, and then even if they're trying to get back, you know, it's that hold.
Yeah.
Already quite a few decisions in this first game. First game ball to Tory.
Well, luckily for us, the referee is also getting the chance to participate in the game a little bit. Tested for his referee knowledge.
Yep.
Oh.
Always going to be a testing match for any referee, I think. But they're in capable hands. So 2 mistakes there, and Asia's managed to get level again. 10-all.
Hope it's nothing serious.
Referee just checking. It's an unfortunate slip there. Good play on.
She is playing with some sort of bandage on the inside of her left leg. Don't know exactly what that means, but might indicate some.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a bit of tape there, so perhaps a muscle injury or slight pull maybe, but doesn't seem to be impacting her too much at the moment.
And clipped it in.
I think Asia was keen to keep the play moving there and perhaps went for an opportunity too soon. Trying to close out this first game. Chance here. Asia moving Torrie around the court really well there and opening that opportunity, and took it that time.
She's got momentum at this point, I would say.
That's a fantastic shot by Tory. What a response.
That was a weird decision.
Sometimes difficult, isn't it, to see a ball pop up like that, and sometimes you've got too much time, you don't know which shot to take, but unfortunately that one was definitely the wrong choice.
The players are level again.
Torrie is having some good outcomes using that front right corner on the kill.
Yeah, true. She had like 3 or 4 points, or set up for points in that same corner.
Yeah, she's really found her accuracy there, and you're right. She's had a few points out of it, so see if it keeps working for her. Almost the same there on the backhand to take the first game.
Yeah, and what a great game this was. Very exciting. Both ladies had gained balls, and I think at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty good matchup, I must say.
Definitely feels quite tense here because they are very level. So, it'll be interesting now to see if either of them can pull away a little bit or try and get that gap from early on, like we discussed earlier. Focus on getting a bit of a buffer so they can start really putting their shots in, taking their confidence, and
though I think we have two tall ladies on court, like power play. I think I see some different play styles going on there.
Yeah,
I think Torrie is a very fluent mover. She moves very easily, doesn't waste too much energy on that. But in Asia a little bit more. But Asia is a little bit more comfortable with hitting hard and power play.
Yeah, that fast pace. I think Asia's used to playing at. If you think about where she trains, who she's on court with, you know, in the Nick Matthew Academy, she's playing with a lot of the male players as well. So you do learn to play at high intensity, and I think you can see that in Asia's game. Tory, yes, I think a little bit more clinical, uses her height a little bit better. But like you say, a fluid mover, and therefore we are not seeing too much traffic, which I was a little worried about to begin with, but hopefully it stays this way and they can keep up the good squash, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, but for everybody looking at home, we have a full crowd here on the side of the court, behind the court. Every seat is taken, the balconies are full. So there's quite some, there's a good finale atmosphere, I think.
Yeah, it really is. It's so great for everyone to get behind and support these players and give them a real, you know, that feeling of playing in a big final. I think the crowd really helps that. So these girls will be used to it. They will have played in European tournaments. They've represented England, so they're used to that pressure of a crowd. But it is really nice to see everyone here supporting the squash. Interesting shot choice there. I think she needs to be careful on trying to be too clever early on here, so Torrie doesn't take too much of a lead.
Yeah, that's what we saw in the previous match with Alex Broadbridge against Archie Turnbull. Alex actually did nothing special,
Nope.
which made it so special.
Very clinical squash, and you know, just kept getting the ball back, kept putting it in the right places, and
there was for a spectator it seemed like an even fight, but it was like 11-6, 11-3, 11-3. Oh wow!
yeah, simple squash, and he did it very well.
Asia seems to be bothered a little bit.
Yeah, she
Three
just
fast points in a row.
needs to relax a little bit, not worry about the ref, and focus on getting her accuracy back.
This is the point what Nick mentioned, I think. You see in her reaction towards the referee that she's a little bit bothered by it.
Yeah, you can always tell in the way a player asks or speaks to the referee if they're bothered or riled up at all. And
It's going to be a stroke.
Saw again there. Stroke to Asia and no comments at all there, so she's, you know, got to focus back a little bit there, which is nice to see because she can hit shots like that when she's feeling confident and comfortable.
And it can happen every now and then, but you just need to leave it behind you very fast, and that's what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
I thought it was in as well.
I'm not so
tough.
sure. It's very difficult. Especially a white ball on yellow lines. It's quite difficult to see. That is a great boast. (5-3) now. Asia's taken a slight lead.
She grabbed her ankle there.
Hopefully she's alright, she's up quite quickly.
Yeah, in the last game she also had 2 falls.
I think it's difficult, isn't it, when you do have a slip? It's almost plays on your mind, so when you have another slip in that same area, you're almost very nervous to go in, so hopefully it doesn't impact her too much and she continues moving like she has been. Torrie's doing so well staying this rally. Oh, it's unlucky. Good fight there from Torrie though. All over the court. Excellent athleticism.
Yeah, she managed to get up very fast, 3 times in a row.
There's no chance I'd be getting up if I fell over. It takes me a minute to get up now.
Yeah, it's the back, it's the knees.
Yeah.
It all comes crumbling down a bit.
I saw that ball good, so did the ref. Asia read that one, where Torrie had so much success in the first game on that forehand. It's a good idea. Unfortunately, just clip the top of the tin.
So 6-8, she stays within a 2-point margin.
Yep, not letting her run away with it. Keep fighting.
Ooh, she fell against the glass wall with her head there.
Yeah, that didn't look good. She looks like she's in quite a bit of pain there.
Yeah, I can truly imagine.
Took quite a big knock getting through and
somebody get a bag of ice, man.
Fell into the wall. Dad, Torrie Malik, just coming onto court to check.
Who is he talking to? Who's he talking to?
Don't quite get what Asia was telling there. Who is he talking to?
I think there must have been some noise down the front of the court that we can't hear. But the ref has just announced contributed injury break, as it was
So
traffic getting through that caused that fall, I think.
And excuse my English, but I have to translate everything. But contributed injury break means that she inflicted the pain herself, or?
No, so contributed means it was no one's direct fault.
Okay.
So because there was a trip, and they were both involved, but it wasn't Torrie's fault. It wasn't Asia's self-inflicted movement either. So sorry, it wasn't Torrie's self-inflicted by diving or anything. So it's classed as contributed. And she will get an initial 15 minutes.
Maximum 50 minutes, right?
I believe so, before she needs to see if she can carry on. Hopefully She just needs some time to check that there's no major damage to her head, and it takes a few minutes. I can imagine she's got a bit of a headache actually, so
Yeah, it could be worst case, could be a concussion or something.
yeah.
You want to have that checked out, but yeah, maybe it's just the scare, falling with your head against the wall.
Yeah, no, can't be pleasant, especially not when you're travelling at pace as well.
And I do think that when you have this and you have that little bit of scare after a fall like that, and after already 3 other slips on the floor, you might want to just ease yourself a little bit. You might not be in pain, but just get your heart rate down a bit.
Yes, definitely. That will be important here, because she doesn't want to come back on too early and then be tentative in her movement.
Exactly. It is a final, an important final.
Yeah, and when the match has been played at this pace, and we know Asia likes to play at high intensity, so you can't be coming on court if you're not able to match that and play at the pace that we've just seen.
So it's not to rest per se, but just to get your heart rate down, the scare out of the body.
Can't actually see the players right now from where we're sat, so the referees will be keeping an eye on the situation, and will update the crowd as and when. Hopefully she will be able to continue though, because a great match so far.
Yeah, I think it will be in everybody's best interest to just keep on playing and enjoy this finale as we have enjoyed the other ones as well.
Yeah. For anyone who's recently joined us, we're currently on a contributed injury break for Torrie Malik in the girls under-19 final.
Torrie Malik leads the match with 1 love. Oh, well, that's in the screen actually, so.
It's important also for Asia to keep her composure during this time, stay warm as well. So she's back on court now.
Just to keep everybody a little bit entertained, I know that Asia told us yesterday she's also playing Holland League. She's signed by my good friend Tony from Squash Almere, playing the Premier League. It's called Eredivisie. So we will be seeing the likes of her in Holland.
Perhaps you could teach us some Dutch. What would you choose
I must
to teach
say,
her?
she was here yesterday, and she has a really English. I don't know how the accents work here in England, but half of the time I couldn't really make out. I had to really think, okay, what's...
Yeah, she does. For anyone that knows Asia, she does have a real northern accent.
And I don't want to be mean about it. We have the same thing in Holland. Some people are just, if you come from the north or from the south or from the east, sometimes if I don't concentrate enough or there's like sound around, I cannot understand them as well. But I really needed to get into Asia's way of speaking.
You had 5 games to do that, luckily.
Exactly.
You were on a long match together. Torrie Malik here, just coming back onto court, so this is a positive sign. Hopefully she is feeling all right. Looks like she's fit to continue. So we will be back underway with this girls under 19 final once they've warmed the ball up.
Am I right that these ladies are in the same national squad as well?
Yes, they are. Sorry, I'm just listening there to what he's saying to the ref. So a no-let given on that last decision, and we'll get back underway. But yes, these two will have been on the junior pathway together, probably from a very young age. Torrie more recently getting to the end of her junior career, so starting to focus on those professional events and upping her training.
Oh, nice kick both there.
Recently attended one of our senior squads, so good to bridge the gap from junior to senior for her. It's a good decision by the ref there. She needs to make more effort to get through.
So 8-9, all excitement back in the game.
It's over again, and Asia's taking the opportunity to put that one away. Slight word from the ref there to watch the physical contact. Looks like
Could you hear what he was saying?
He just asked them to watch the physical contact and try and play around each other a little bit better, which I think is fair at this stage after a few knocks. That was a double, excellent backhand there by Tory.
Now it's the same movement as on the forehand.
Yeah.
It's like a very short backswing.
Takes it in nice and early. Almost
Taking it
catches
nice and
your
early.
opponent off guard. There she goes again. Really glad she's been able to get back on the court and continue this final.
Three in a row of those shots.
She's really found her range there, getting it just above the tin and bouncing twice before the short line.
And this is not a PSA height tin here, eh?
No. So that does make it difficult when they switch and go to the lower tin. There we go. 3 shots in a row, same place.
And a good scream of victory there from Tory, who managed to squeeze out the second game as well.
Taking a 2-love lead in this final, but it is very close, and we can expect a real fight from Asia in this third game.
Yeah, this was pretty impressive, seeing the fact that she fell multiple times.
Yeah, as I said, to keep her composure, I think she's really matured over the past year or so, and to be able to deal with a few knocks, a few decisions she might disagree with, but to come back on and really keep her head, go for those attacking shots still, and get that win, I think was really, really good to see and real positive.
And boy, were they working.
Yes.
That last, she finished off the game with, I think, 3 or 4 of those.
When it's working, keep doing it. That's
exactly.
What must be the mentality there.
So 2-love up. Will Asia be able to mentally get her over that?
I think if there's anyone who's determined to come back from 2-love down, it's definitely Asia. So I'm interested to see what fight she brings here. She'll be speaking to Nick at the moment, I'm sure, getting some tactics. trying to calm her down and get her mind set now on just taking it point by point and building up in this third game. Here we go. Gone straight for it again.
Exactly. Hard to defend.
Yeah, when it's working, that is a fantastic shot. Luckily, it doesn't feel like those few slips are putting her off moving into those corners, which is nice, but hopefully...
But I must say she slips a lot.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too bad happens. Already had one scare. It's very tight.
Yeah, it's an obvious goal.
I was going to say, no questions asked there.
Great sprint there.
Yep, putting in a lot of work. Slightly lucky there, caught the corner of the court, but she'll
But again, the
take
slip.
Maybe she needs new shoes.
I think so. Yeah. Well, who was it yesterday? Aisha. Don't know his first name.
Abdullah.
Abdullah. Yeah.
Yep.
He had some trouble in the left front corner. I also thought it was his shoes.
Well, Asia doesn't seem to have slipped over.
No.
I think it'll be interesting to see how the boys get on in the final next, as there were a few slips in their semi-finals yesterday. Was quite a heavy contact, but the ball did pop out, so the direct line was through. And when you're moving at such pace, sometimes it is difficult to not catch your opponent. I don't think there was anything malicious in that at all.
Very nice straight line there.
Taking a nice lead in this third game. Excellent serve. Really hard to get those out the corners if you don't step up and volley them.
And confidence seems to flow away a bit from Asia.
Referee just clearing up there that she played through the interference.
She left her arm like out here. I had to go like
So we're playing Alette here for the interference.
Yeah, we don't really have like the replay option side.
No, it's hard to tell what happened there really. Both players noticeably upset about the impact, but continuing on now.
Oh, wow. What a stretch by Harris. Needs to keep calm.
4-8. Still quite a gap.
Come on, Torrie.
5-8, slowly catching the monkey.
Sometimes that's what you need. Slowly. Simple. But that's not what you need at this stage of the game. That's a fault on the serve.
Yeah, I think there's some nerves going on there.
10 court sprints needed, if that was in training. Understandable to have nerves at this stage. Both players just getting on with it now, which is good.
The ball's over there. It's a net ball day. Come on, Torrie.
And now Torrie's affected a little bit by the referee's decisions.
Yeah,
And all the interference with Asia.
yeah, and she can't let it impact her too much, but she has now got her first match ball.
And 3 of them, I think.
Yep. And it's won in that
And she
corner
takes the
where
first one.
with her favourite shot. Quite a comprehensive win there for Torrie Malik. 3-0.
It was a little bit of an angry response when she won it.